Through the journey of one man, Ebola entered into Lagos, the most populous city in Nigeria. The Liberian American who brought the virus to the Nigerian shores had just died in this hospital when we visited to confirm the case. Now everyone who comes into Nigeria is a suspect until screened for Ebola virus disease. With international support, the Nigerian government has come up with strategies to contain the spread of Ebola that has claimed 5 lives, including the index case.
As soon as we have a case, we quickly, make sure that all those who have come into contact with that case, identified and, either put under quarantine or brought into the treatment center if they have any evidence of becoming ill. And we are now working very hard to make sure that, we consolidate this, especially this emergency operating center will now become not just for one disease or 2 diseases, but it will be a national emergency operating center that will be ready for any outbreak, so we're not taken by surprise.
West Africa has an open border that allows for free movement in and out of the countries in the sub-region. To contain the spread of Ebola virus disease, the federal government has given directives for the employment of 490 environmental health officers to watch over border communities. While security at the official 84 borders in Nigeria has been beefed up, the fact that there are at least 1,400 illegal borders in the country raises doubts about the possibility of achieving an effective border patrol. Territorially, this is semi-border, but politically this area is branded as ECOWAS region. That is, it's assumed to mean no man's land. Although it's the only legal entry point to Nigeria, there are several illegal entry points and exit points, and it makes checking the spread of Ebola virus very difficult. Border health officials were on ground when we visited, but we didn't see them screening anyone at the busy border. Many of the local residents had barely heard of Ebola or were simply indifferent. Have you heard about Ebola?
No.
Huh?
No.
No. You don't know what Ebola is?
No.
Okay, so of course if you don't know something, you can't protect yourself. But it's a disease in Nigeria now that is killing people.
Is that true?
No, I don't actually know what it is. But they call it a disease.
Also, many of the border patrol teams are still without appropriate or complete protective kits, and that is the concern of the controller.
Well, so far we have not had any challenge, except for the hand gloves and the mask, face mask, which we, they supply. But you don't have to be using the same today, tomorrow. You discontinue it, you remove it, and wear another one tomorrow. So it is the only challenge we have on ground.
Every 23 to 25 kilometers away from Seme border and into Nigeria is a checkpoint, apparently intended to fish out people infected with Ebola. At another border with Benin Republic in Ogun State, the story is relatively different. Health officials are having difficulties sorting out those to screen at the point of entry and departure. People are simply sneaking past officials. We were told off camera that these people crossing in and out are traders who live in Benin Republic but trade in Nigeria and vice versa. They, however, insisted on taking my temperature as a preliminary check for Ebola virus before I could cross over. While the locals seem not to have heard or know anything about Ebola virus, others would rather pray for protection.
I'm hearing it for the first time. That is what I expect. Only God, I pray that God will save everybody and God will protect everybody.
Hey, I'm not protecting myself because I'm praying Lord to understand me for this virus.
Okay, you are praying?
Pray Lord, yes, to pray Lord. If I want to protect my for all day, why Ebola will contract you now?
Ebola virus disease is transmitted through blood and body fluids of an infected person, such as sweat, tears, semen, urine, feces, and breast milk. The symptoms include fever, weakness, muscle pain, headache, and sore throat. This is followed by vomiting, diarrhea, rash, and in some cases, bleeding. While there is no specific treatment, no licensed vaccine or known cure, Ebola virus disease can be prevented. This can be done by keeping your environment clean and washing your hands thoroughly with soap and water. Hand sanitizers may also help where there is no soap and water. The World Health Organization says more than 1,500 people in West Africa have lost their lives since the outbreak began in March this year. Perhaps if Nigeria's airports were being monitored when Guinea, Sierra Leone and Liberia began grappling with the disease, Nigeria may have been spared. However, going by the unacceptable level of vigilance and pretensions to monitoring at the nation's borders, critics fear Nigeria needs divine intervention to stay perpetually safe from the virus. Vivienne, Irikefe, TVC News, Lagos, Nigeria.